morning. It is April 9th. It's just about 7 o'clock in the morning and it's 38 degrees. I'm here in the truck. On my way, I'm going to drive to Macomb and hopefully pick up some bees today. It's a little cold than I would want to be messing with bees. It's supposed to be about 57 degrees by 9 o'clock. That's about the time I'll be there. So all we can do is hope for good weather. Pretty excited about them. I've sure missed them since I had them abscond due to the small hive beetle situation. But that's part of beekeeping. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to miss things. You're gonna learn. That's all we can do. I apologize for this camera angle. I'm driving. I don't have a good camera mount, but maybe it'll hold up. But I'm not gonna bore you too much with my talking. We're gonna go to my friend Ray's house. He's got some colonies. He's actually the one I got these ones from. Last one's from he's got 100% survival rate this winter. So that's amazing. He did really good, and I'm hoping to get started again with them. I got some deals that I'm going to put into play this year. I'm going to use a screen bottom board, and I'm also going to use the Guardian small hive beetle entrance. I think that'll be I think between those two methods and just my normal beetle control, maybe that'll help. I started looking around in my apiary and I noticed I'm in a lot of shade. Honestly, I wish I had more sun where the bees are at, because that will help minimize the amount of small hive beetle. And getting them the most sun that you can. But sometimes you just can't. And unfortunately, you just gotta do the best you can to keep them controlled. But man, 38 degrees. We're in southeast Mississippi, and I tell you what, I want it to warm up. It was kind of chilly, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it. I mean, they're already in nuke boxes, so we're not gonna be shaking any packages or anything. So they're already established colonies. It might be just a grab and go, swap equipment, and that'll be it. I'm not gonna film too much. I'm not gonna film anything over there, but I just want to kind of intro the video here, and maybe we'll do good. One of my alarm clocks telling me to wake up. It's time to get going. So that's it for right now. There'll be more videos to come as we keep you posted. Well, made a little pit stop over here at Hardee's. Had to get me some Go juice, and it's starting to warm up pretty good right now. It's starting to get up in the 40s, so I think we're going to be good today. So I'm going to try to get some good footage today. Unfortunately, I just don't got any good way to mount these cameras in the vehicle. Got this little pie thing. That looks pretty good. I'm kind of eager to try that little blueberry cream cheese thing, I think. But I'm not going to film me eating it because nobody wants to see that. But it's a nice Saturday morning. I think it's going to be a good day. and looking forward to this little trip. It's about an hour and a half drive to where I gotta go, so we'll get them hopefully picked up and get them back and start getting them saved up or getting them put into place. Maybe they'll be all right. We'll see. We'll see how they go. This is a little cooler than I would want to maybe messing with bees, but with that, we'll go ahead and move on. That went really well, actually. I went over to my mentor's place, and we ended up getting two Nucs from him today. I was kind of surprised. I was actually originally going over there for one. We went ahead and did some splits today. Went to one of his yards, and we changed a couple boxes around, went through, found some queen cells, took some queens out, did some splits. And it went really good. His colonies are doing super this year. He's got 15 hives, and he has 100% success rate this year. He had no die outs. It was pretty neat. That's the first time going through that much hives in one setting, so I was pretty excited. So the first colony we got here it's a real strong colony. We're actually gonna, as soon as we get back, I'm going to set up a box, and I'm going to put them in a 10-frame box because it's a real strong nuke. And then we have another one. It's not as strong. I may take some resources from one hive and boost them up a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and leave them in the nuke. We'll let them kind of build up. Plus, that queen is kind of flighty. That was a split that he was going to do. And the queen ended up flying, and he thought they got away, or she got away, and she got balled or went into a different hive. And basically, make a long story short, he thought she was gone. Last week, he went back in, and there was queen cells that were already started. And today, we went through and noticed that there was eggs. There was eggs in the frames, and the colony was a lot calmer than it had been when it was queenless. So we ended up going through some of the frames, and we found the queen. She was walking around, and we isolated her, put her on in a cage, and grabbed some resources and put it in a nuke, and we actually did a split with that one. And I ended up with that colony, so with that nuke. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to, after I get them set up in the yard, I'll get them set up in the area where they're going to be, and I'll open them up and I'll let them spend the week in that nuke. And when they get strong enough, I'll go ahead and put them in a 10-frame box. But definitely have one colony that's going to go in a 10-frame box today, because it's a strong colony, and I don't want to mess up and have a chance where they swarm. So just wanted to give a quick update. I kind of wish I could have got it on film, but there was a lot going on, and but I'm going to try to get transfer the nukes into the 10-frame boxes once I get to the house. So I just wanted to do a quick little update, and we'll get some footage together and maybe make a decent video. One of the things I do want to do with the channel, I do hopefully want to get a little bit more experience and start putting out a little bit more quality content. The channel's mainly for my reference. I really have just basically a journal is all what my channel is. But anyways, maybe some things will come good of it. Who knows? But with that, I got no further. So I'm going to suit up. I got my smoker going. I'm going to open one entrance. I'm just going to open up the entrance and let them fly today, just kind of let them orient. They just got done riding for 2 hours in the back of a pickup truck, so you can imagine they're probably not going to be too happy. But one big thing is I do want to get them opened up. And this nuke box right here is pretty well ventilated, so I'm not too worried about ventilation here. They're ready to come out. They're already sitting there at the ventilation hole. We'll give them a good couple puffs of smoke before we open them up all the way. Because these ones weren't too bad in the field. But you know, this time of the day, I mean, it was 30 degrees this morning. So you can imagine it was cold. By the time we actually were getting into them, it was 60 degrees. So temperature wise was nice. I like these Pro Nucs. These Pro Nucs got a pretty good system for opening. The other one, we just got kind of got a Swiffer cloth just kind of pushed in the opening. I'll give you a quick look here. So you can see they're ready to go. That gets them away from there, so maybe they won't be so hot when they come out. Go ahead and push this up, and they're open. They can go out and fly right now if they want. Now this one will be a little bit different. Alright, it's April 10th. This morning we're going to go ahead and transfer the nuke that we got yesterday into a deep box. This Pro Nuke right here, the one in the plastic container, is the strongest colony, and we actually need to get them in a box as soon as possible. I was going to wait till next weekend, but I got done talking to my mentor last night, and he really suggests that we go ahead and put this one in deep box because it's real strong and it could have a risk of swarming. So that's what we're going to do this morning, and let's just do a quick little demo on how I plan to do it, or how I'm going to do it. And I wish I had a little more time. I'd like to be able to do a little more step by step, but I'm kind of on time here, so we'll go ahead and get started. Give them a little smoke, hopefully calm them down a little bit. They're going to be a little edgy this morning just because it's been kind of cool. It's finally got up to good temperature to where it's okay to do this. And move them down right here. Give them a little bit of drawn comb, help give them a good start. Actually, I think I might give them a little more drawn comb than that. I'll put these 4 frames on the outside, and I'm going to put the main 5 frames to the inside, and then I'll close everything in there. Try not to bump them around, because when they get real flighty like this, there we go, good brood frame.
little flighty this morning, that's all understandable. Big chunk of burcomb I'd like to get rid of. Find my tool, there it is. I'll make sure the queen's not underneath that burcomb. Come on. Trying to give it a little bit of a... There we go. Alright, well they're getting edgy. I think we better go ahead and get ready to just close them up. I was hoping maybe I could do one last peek and find the queen. But she's hiding pretty good right now and I don't want a chance of killing her. Hopefully everything's alright with her. There she is. Right at the bottom of this frame. They got the queen in there, so I'm going to go ahead and close them up. And that's basically it. This is a nuke versus a package. You just take an existing colony and put them inside a hive, and to me it's the best way to go, really. Oop, that dang bottom board is so weird. I like it. I'm gonna go get my interceptor out. Alright. Closed up. Alright, so all the bees are transferred into this one box. We transferred a 5-frame nuke, good strong colony, and got them some good drawn comb, some empty frames to work on, so it'll help them out, so they're not going to need a lot of resources right now. I forgot my feeder. Typically I would be feeding them 1-to-1 sugar water right now to help them out, but basically here's some behavior I wanted to show you. What these bees are doing, these bees right there are fanning pheromones. They're letting everybody on the outside of the hive know that mom is inside the box. And we saw her. I showed her to you on the camera. She's inside that box. So pretty soon what will happen, after they all calm down, I took the smoker away from the area so that way it'll help them be able to extend that pheromone out in the air. But everything went really good. They're a little flighty today, but it was 49 degrees this morning. When I did, it's right now, it's about 58, 59 degrees. It's almost 60 degrees, so a little bit cooler than I would usually like to get in on them. And I got into them before all the foragers actually went out. But, you know, all in all, it went really good. I saw one that had pollen on her here too. So they're bringing in pollen, so they're working, they're raising brood, and it's just, I think it's gonna go really well. But all these bees right now are here, are trying to figure out how to get in. They were up on top here, so they were oriented up here from yesterday. But now, these bees down here, well, they stopped. They're gonna start fanning, there she is. She's fanning pheromones right there. See, she got her nasonoff gland open. She is telling the other bees that this is the entrance and mom is inside here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera. I'm going to let you all do I'm going to do a video cycle and let everything play, but I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to let them get situated. I'm not going to mess with them too much right now because this is an important stage. You don't want to interrupt them too much. They're trying to get established into a new home. That was one of the reasons why I didn't install them yesterday, because I went to Macomb and I picked them up, which was about 2 hours. So they spent about 2 hours in the back of a truck. So I went ahead, brought them home, set them on top of the hive where they're going to be, and then opened them up and let them orient to the area. And I mean, by within 3 hours, they're already bringing in pollen. So they're pretty much established.
which is good. I don't think we're going to have an issue. There's one with pollen. She's got pollen baskets on right now. She's trying to figure out how to get in, but her sisters will help her out. You know, this one right here, she's still fanning that Nasonoff gland, so that's pretty much it.